So defining your market, your target market, whether you're in office, retail, industrial, that's really important. What transactions do you want to focus on? I know this is pretty basic and I won't spend a lot of time on it, but do you want to do investment sales? Do you love living in spreadsheets? And do you understand Argus? And do you find that fun and exciting? Or do you prefer being out on the street, knocking on doors, cold calling, forming relationships with people, and sort of learning about their process and about what they're doing and how you can solve their problems? Those are two different types of people. Generally, some people can do both, but generally it's two different types of people. So I would look internally and try and figure out who are you and what do you want to be looking 10 years from now? Do you want to do investment sales, which are much more analytical and sort of macro in focus, or do you want to have fun on the leasing side and just chase deals and get new listings and do leasing calls and try and market your property to other brokers? There are different techniques involved in both, and you have to really figure out what you want to focus on. For my team, we're actually pretty well diversified. Half of our team focuses on the leasing and on the landlord representation side of the business, and the other half focuses on sales, both vacant or partially leased owner-user buildings, as well as capital markets and fully leased income-producing properties. So we're pretty well diversified. I kind of straddle between both businesses and help where it's necessary and try and grow everything at all times. So I found where I fit, and you should really think about where you fit best. When you get into submarket and industry, I did a pretty thorough deep dive when our team started kind of taking off and business started going well. I wanted to know, where are the transactions happening? Why are they happening there? Who's doing the transactions? Those are the things that I asked myself years ago that I'm glad I did, because now it's paying crazy dividends. So we identified submarkets within our broader market. We understood our market, but we dove much deeper into it by looking 3 and 5 years back and seeing where the transactions took place, both on the leasing and the sales side. And we focused heavily on those areas. We looked at who was doing those transactions. So how deep is the bench? Is it resi brokers? Who's doing those deals? Why are they getting them? And are they corporately driven or are they locally driven? And if they're local, how could we get a piece of that pie? Those are the questions that I asked myself. So you don't even have to do this work yourself. Like, you can go grab the research guy or girl in your office and have them do a running 3-year trail of every submarket or just each county in your local farm area. And you could see where the transactions happened, when and why. And it'll paint a pretty stark picture. And I think it'll surprise a lot of you.